It is Monday, November 8th of 2021. And what a great week this is going to be for me on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And hello everyone, welcome to Guy's Daily Drive. This will probably be, I can pretty much guarantee this will be the only Guy's Daily Drive that I do this week. Because of what's happening later in the week. So, I've been talking about this for some time, but it has finally come to fruition. It is here, or almost here. Some time ago, and yeah, I've talked about this, I bought tickets to a play that I thought was just going to be a fun little distraction called Margaritaville. And of course it has the music of Jimmy Buffett. It was pretty much slammed when it was on Broadway as not being very good. But I figured, you know what, this would be a fun little trip, because it's down in Durham, North Carolina. It'd be a fun little trip to go down there and see this silly little play. Because both my wife and I like going to see live performances. And we really should see more live performances in this area. But it's, you know, with COVID and everything else, it's not been easy. So, but on Friday, November 12th, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, November 12th at 8 p.m. we will be at the Durham Center for the Performing Arts, or the Durham Performing Arts Center. I think it's DPAC, so that would be right. Durham Performing Arts Center, DPAC, to see Margaritaville at 8 p.m. And we have a few other things that we're gonna do down in that area. Of course, it's close to Raleigh, because it's Raleigh Durham. That's what they call that whole area. And Raleigh is relatively close to where Tracy has lots of relatives in the Irwin Dunn area. So we have been, or she has been, contacting relatives down in that area, because, you know, the play is one night, but we're going down on a Thursday, and then we're going to spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. So I'm taking Friday off. Thursday is a holiday here in the United States, so don't have to worry about that. And so it'll be a nice little 5-day trip. And these little trips that I've been taking, you know, we had the one that went to Pennsylvania. Took a day off when Dave and his wife Joyce were here. It's just good to kind of break up the routine that's been going on. So I'm really looking forward to it. And so we'll see some of Tracy's relatives. We'll go down, we'll see that play. We're probably going to stay. It's still not really decided, but we're probably going to stay in like the Smithfield area, because that's centrally located, more or less. And that will give, that will give people the chance to see us and for us to see them. And it should be fun. And I don't know what else we're going to do besides seeing the play and seeing some of the relatives down there. Durham, I mean, we haven't spent, or at least I haven't spent, any significant time in the Durham area. So I don't really know what's there to see. And like most relatively large cities, they have their, their arts centers and their museums and things along those lines. And I don't know, I'm sure that there'll be some fun stuff to do, as well as probably taking a day or a couple hours anyway to go over to Selma, where downtown Selma is this really nice kind of like antique area. I don't know how else to say it. There's a guy there that's got a huge vinyl record collection. I mean, and vintage, not the new stuff that they're putting out now. This is vintage vinyl, as well as vintage sound equipment. And it's always fun to just kind of go through there and check stuff out. Bought a microphone from him once. Turned out to be a big piece of crap, but it was cheap. It didn't really cost me much. I don't know what this guy in the truck here is doing. I want to get around him. This guy in Toyota's going slow too. Come on, Toyota. Oh, sorry. Give me just a second here. There we go. Okay. So that's the weekend, and we're going to be leaving on Thursday, which means that Friday, which is when I usually do the second of the week's Guy's Daily Drive, if I'm going to do one, I'm going to be out of town. And one of the advantages of having this particular drive, I know it really well, it's number one, so I can do things like Guy's Daily Drive, pay attention to the road, and still not worry too much, because this is a very familiar route for me. But the other thing that makes it kind of an advantage is I know that cellular service between where I live and where I work is very good. So when I do this as a live cast, which I do on Facebook, I know I'm going to have not too many problems. It'll be a nice, strong, solid signal. I've tried to do these in the past on my way to various other places, and sometimes I'll lose signal, or sometimes the recording on Facebook's end won't be very good, because I basically rely on Facebook Live to record this. So I need to download it later on, and if it's a crappy recording, or a worse recording, then because of cellular or whatever, then it's basically a ruined opportunity. I can't do much with it. Typically what happens is it just cuts out, and I don't know it because I'm driving, and I'm paying more attention to driving than I am whether or not the recording is still going on. But things are looking up. This is going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time. What else? What else is there? I didn't shave off my beard. Probably hard to tell, but I trimmed it way down. And got rid of some furries on the other sides. Just to, I don't know, just to change things up a little bit. The kid thinking I looked a lot like Santa Claus, that didn't make me super happy. So it's like, okay, do I still look like Santa Claus? Do I? Do I? No, I do not. But, I guess that's really all that's going on right now, is that trip that's coming up. So I think this will be a relatively short Guy's Daily Drive. If you want to send me an email, you can do so by sending that to podcast@vertshark.com or guy@mymac.com. You can also reach me on the Twitters. I am MacParrot and or VertShark. If you go over to YouTube and look up VertShark, you can like, share, subscribe. Did you catch it? Like, share, subscribe. It's all you got to do. It's so easy. Just go and hit and smash that notification bell Smash it! Smash that bell! And of course, there is the mymac.com podcast that I do every weekend, or nearly every weekend. Won't be one this weekend, with Gaz over there in the UK. There's one that just came out yesterday. Go and download that and listen to it there. If you want a slightly different version, the big difference between the one that you'll get through mymac.com, audio anyway, and the one that you can get through Guy's Daily Drive, is the one that you get from Guy's Daily Drive does not have the after show. That is reserved for the MyMac podcast feed. Just something a little bit different, so that I don't step on toes. I made it, but if there was a policeman there, he would probably have stopped me and given me a ticket. That was not a good move. But it was one of those things that was like, you know, you come up to a light, and just as you look up at it, it's yellow. And it's like, do you stomp on the accelerator to get through before it's red, or do you stomp on the brake and do almost a panic stop? And I choose to, usually if I can, just kind of get all the way through it. Go a little bit faster and try to get through the light before it turns red. And if it turns red, then, you know, I deserve whatever I might get for the consequences of that. And not red in such a way that, you know, people are already coming into the intersection kind of red. This was just, it turned red while I was in the intersection. So it wasn't like I was gonna hit somebody, hopefully. So if you want to contribute and help pay for an eventual red light, going through a red light fine that I'll probably get one day, you can go to patreon.com/MacParrot. You can go to Ko-fi, K-O-F-I, and buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. It's only $3 at Ko-fi.com, Ko-fi.com. Or you can pay a pal at paypal.me/MacParrot. But I think that is definitely going to do it. Thank you all so very, very much for watching and or listening to Guy's Daily Drive. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I will see all of you right here next time, right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.